All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Harkodash. All right, for the new listeners, Yahweh is the true Hebrew name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the true Hebrew name of his only begotten Son. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. To the Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who may look like the heathen nations, and to the very few sisters that listen and learn, to you, Shalom. All right, I'm the brother Yasharala with Great Millstone Chicago, and just want to hop into a quick lesson. All right, going into, I'm thinking of titling this, You're Not That Guy, or Don't Be That Guy. Either or would do. All right. You don't want to be the guy in the first Maccabee 6 that we're about to read about. All right. Which we're going to read it, and it will touch upon a few points. And how willing it's edifying. All right. So we're in first Maccabee 6, and we're going to start at 40, but this is going into basically, who was this? Antiochus Eupator defeats Judas at Beth Zacharias. All right, so basically Esau versus the Israelites, right? So check this out. Which in the Maccabees, there was a lot of battles going on. So this is one of the many. All right, so verse 40, it says, so part of the king's army being spread upon the high mountains and part of the valleys below, they marched on safely and in order. Wherefore all that heard the noise of their multitude and the marching of the company and the rattling of the harness were moved, for the army was very great and mighty. Then Judas and his host drew near and entered into battle, and they were slain of the king's army 600 men. 43. Now this is the guy you don't want to be. All right, you don't want to be in the spirit of Eleazar, also surnamed Savoran, perceiving that one of the beasts armed with royal harness was higher than all the rest, and supposing that the king was upon him, put himself in jeopardy to the end he might deliver his people and get him a perpetual name. Now this dude, he basically broke the line. All right, if you watch the movie 300, it's a perfect example. Hold the line, where you got your men on your right or on your left, however the breakdown goes, protected you with his shield, right? And you did the same for the men next to you. All right, you formed like a it was like a lock, right? That can't be penetrated as long as you hold the line down like that. So this dude, he basically seen one of the elephants decked out in a royal apparel. So he was thinking, look, the king must be on there. I'm gonna go. And so it says he put himself in jeopardy because, running off, breaking the line, holding the line down, hey, you're at risk of getting blindsided, from an attack. And it says to the end he might deliver his people, which, he was fighting for his people, right? But this is where he was going off at. And give him a perpetual name. He wanted that fame. He wanted to be that guy. Damn, you seen what so-and-so did? Yeah. And that's not the spirit we're to be in. We look, I'll say this. Just do what's required. You don't want to be doing too much.
Not saying doing too much of the work of the Lord, because we can never do enough, but you don't want to be doing shit that is not necessary. All right. Especially if you're trying to get yourself a name in this truth, trying to be somebody famous and, have girls, shalom, brother, or whatever type of perpetual name, fame you're seeking for, it's not needed in this truth. All right. So let's read what happens. 45, it says, wherefore he ran upon him courageously through the midst of the battle, slain on the right hand and on the left, so that they were divided from him on both sides. So he was raw. He was putting it in. He was putting in work, beating dudes up on the left side. Probably hear a little sword clink clink, shield banging. He was in the movie action scene. He was the main star right here, right? So divided from him on both sides. It says, which done, 46, which done, he crept under the elephant and thrust him under and slew him, whereupon the elephant fell down upon him, and there he died. All right. Here be it the rest of the Jews, seeing the strength of the king and the violence of his forces, turned away from them. So, they ended up retreating. The Israelites ended up retreating because the battle was getting hot. But look it. So this guy put himself in jeopardy and wanted to become that guy. He wanted to make a name for himself. He wanted that fame. He wanted that shine, which the Lord eventually, I'll give you an example. King David. Hey, King David was Saul's armor bearer. So, he was there fighting with King Saul in the battles. But the Lord was dealing with David to the point where, they said the song, Saul killed 1,000, King David tens of thousands. He didn't try to, speaking as a man, as far as King David, he wasn't like, watch me do this backflip and chop this dude's head off while I do a 360 backflip and record it, get it on camera. Like, no, it was none of that, because King David was a humble man, But this guy, hey, fast forward to today. He's the one dude that, hey, watch me do this, record this, get this on camera. You got it. You got, is it recording? All right. And then look what happened to him. Cause he wanted to be that guy. He wanted that name. All right, hey man, this dude cold, bro. Yeah. So such and such, man. Yo, his name this, this is what we call him, because look, that ain't we ain't worried about being famous on this side. All we're doing is doing the work. And what happened to him? Now, he did some raw ass shit. He killed the elephant, but by doing that, the elephant ended up falling on top of him and killing him. Now his name is known for trying to be that guy in the scriptures, which, all right, like, that could play a role in many parts. You trying to be the top teacher and, I know this and watch, listen to the breakdowns and whatever the situation may be upon, where you trying to be that guy and seek that name. All right, is honestly, it's really not needed in this truth. Just be humble, be meek. And then that's all the Lord requires of us, to be in that spirit of sincerity. The Lord ain't dealing with nobody that's proud, boasting, or none of that. That's the wrong spirit to be in, Something quick to the point, Yahweh willing, that was edifying. Till next time. Shalom.